I think right about the time we turn 50, maybe sooner, we come to realize that we have wasted so much time and energy chasing things that never really mattered. We worry and stress over the stuff we can't change, and doing that has robbed us of our peace and happiness. And it's not really regret, it's about awareness. Self awareness and clarity are gifts that age gives us for free if we're willing to take an honest look at where we're investing our energy. Hi, I'm Angie. Welcome to the channel. So, here are 5 things, in my opinion, that are a complete waste of time after 50, and the things that are worth focusing on instead. Let me know what you think in the comments. 1. Comparing yourself to others. We live in a world where comparison is second nature. For instance, you scroll social media for a few minutes and suddenly your life feels inadequate and boring. You see people traveling the world or living their happy, dreamy life, or classmates who look 10 years younger, and it just leaves you feeling so depressed. But here's the truth: you are not seeing the complete picture, and that goes for real life as well. We don't know what someone else has gone through behind the scenes. We're only seeing what they want us to see, not the years of self doubt or the failures in their life. And social media posts, only the tiniest fraction of someone's life is posted. There's an old adage that goes, don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Comparison is the thief of joy. So instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on your own journey. If you're more at peace now than you were 5 years ago, you're doing great. You're winning at life in the ways most people will never understand. You have to ask yourself what matters to you and be intentional with your goals moving forward. Don't get distracted by other people's shiny objects because honestly, not everything that shines is gold. Some things glitter only to hide the rust beneath. Number 2, tying your identity to your career. It is so easy to get caught up in our jobs because, let's face it, they take up a huge chunk of our lives. People measure their worth and purpose to their career, and having a title is a status, something we wear with pride. After 50, as you get closer to retirement, or in my case, if you're laid off, you have to shift that mindset. But now you don't know what to say when someone asks you what you do. If your entire identity was wrapped around your job, then you're going to feel unanchored and lost. Your career can be meaningful, but it's not who you are. The end of that career can actually mean the beginning of knowing yourself again, finding your value. Our identity in our 50s and 60s and beyond becomes more multifaceted. Now it's time to lean more into the values we bring to the world. It's time to explore the passions that light us up. Our new labels could be creator, artist, nature lover, self employed business owner, free spirit, adventurer. Your identity should make you feel alive, not necessarily pay you a salary, although that's a bonus. But remember, you have already climbed that ladder. Now it's time to explore what's deeper. Number 3, people pleasing. You finally see it. The patterns you've had for years, the people pleasing, the way you always said yes when you really wanted to say no, but you didn't want to upset anyone. The way you always tolerated mistreatment in relationships because you never wanted to cause conflict, all the while making yourself second fiddle to everyone else. And finally, you have had enough. You're done putting yourself and your needs last. And it really pisses you off to think, why have I wasted so much time doing things I didn't want to do? Or why did I stay in that toxic relationship for so long? And you just want to kick yourself because, as they say, hindsight is 2020. And now it all becomes crystal clear. Growing up in the 70s and 80s, we were not raised with the tools on how to navigate our emotions. We were taught to just say no to drugs, but to always help others. And of course, respect your elders. We weren't given healthy advice about how mutual respect and relationships really look like, or how to practice self awareness and self respect. The templates we were given were much different back then. So we had to learn the hard way through years of tolerating disrespect and mistreatment to realize that we deserve more, that it's okay to say no to anything that doesn't align with our values or our precious energy, and not feel guilty because this is self care, something that we've deprived ourselves of for so long. The right people will understand and respect our decision. Don't ever sell yourself short. Invest your energy in healthy relationships where your value and respect is reciprocated. Do things for others because you genuinely want to, or because it's just the right thing to do, not because you have to. When you're able to give from a place of choice and not obligation, you'll feel less stress and resentment, and you'll be able to give of yourself fully. Number four, arguing with people. We see it everywhere these days. People arguing. Everyone has an opinion and everyone wants to be right. Lots of arrogance and huge egos, downright pettiness and cattiness. It seems worse now than ever before on social media with emotions on high, lots of rage bait, and people who just like to trigger others to start shit. It's crazy. People who are sucked into that game waste so much time arguing with total strangers about things they can't control. Most of the time, it's over politics or some petty nonsense. But then you realize that it's not about the truth, but about being right. People who love to argue have already made up their minds, and nothing you say will ever change their view. After 50, time is more valuable. That's why I don't engage in online discussions or waste my time arguing with shallow minds. Even in real life, I used to do this with my imperious ex husband, and it got me nowhere. One day I decided, no more. I'm done draining my energy on this person. That was 15 years ago. And since then, we've had time to mature, and now we can finally communicate with mutual respect. Yes, there will be issues where your voice matters, but so often we waste time on unimportant issues. So, what can you focus on instead? Value peace. Channel your energy toward more positive things like learning and growing. Walk away from conflict, online and offline. Can you still have valid opinions? Yes, but you don't have to debate your existence in every conversation. Move on. Out of sight, out of mind. It really works. Five, thinking you can change someone. One of the hardest illusions to let go of in midlife is thinking that eventually that person will become who we've always wanted them to be. But they won't. We end up wasting so much of our time trying to change them. And this fantasy keeps us stuck in years of disappointment and resentment. You absolutely should expect certain standards of trust, like honesty, respect, and reliability. And in a healthy relationship, that's not unrealistic. But even if you've communicated your feelings over and over, and still that person consistently shows you they are incapable or unwilling to change, but you're still hanging on to the facade that one day they'll just wake up and be different, then you're just fooling yourself. When someone repeatedly shows you who they are, believe them. Shift your focus to acceptance, not bitterness. Understand that they are who they are, and you can't control how they behave, only how you respond. See people as they are, not as you want them to be. Holding on to that hope only betrays yourself. And once you understand that, this frees you to make an honest decision about the direction you take. Do I accept this person for who they are? Do I adjust my expectations? Or do I just move on? That's where peace begins, not by changing them, but in your own clarity. If you found value in this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe if you would like more real talk about navigating life after 50. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate your time. Take care, and I'll see you soon.